Should you appear on a podcast with a small audience? I think the answer is yes, because there are a multitude of other reasons to be on podcasts besides just the audience that they have. Yes, audience is a big deal, but also this can be your content engine. You don't have to sit down and stare into a camera and worry about creating a ton of content if you're just regularly getting interviewed on other shows. All you have to do is ask the host for the content, set up a camera to the left or right of your laptop or your computer when you're doing the interview, and collect all of the content that you're injecting into the conversation. And you or your team can pull content from the interviews that you're doing on other people's shows. So they're extracting good quality content from you that you can then take, use, and repurpose for all your other platforms. And they'll be eager to give you the files because they want you to promote the show that you did with them anyway. So it can be a really great content engine. It can be a really great networking tool to meet people, because you'd be surprised the quality of people that you get booked with when you do a podcast interview, that maybe they don't have a big audience. Maybe they're not a great podcaster and they just got started. They don't know what they're doing, or they just don't promote their show. They don't do a ton there, but they're running a multi 7 or 8 figure business on the back end of their podcast. And they use the podcast as a tool just to meet people and have interesting conversations. So there's another reason to do it. And then at the end of the day, like, define small. I mean, if the audience is, oh, this podcast only gets 700 downloads an episode. Well, every single one of you that would turn down a podcast interview because it only gets 700 downloads an episode would travel to a different state and stay in a hotel for multiple days so that you could go on a stage to get in front of 700 people. So, I mean, where are the priorities? If you want to talk to people, podcasting is a great way to do it when you're just sitting there in front of your computer in your boxers, instead of getting on a plane, flying across the country, leaving your family and your business for 2 or 3 days to talk to the same number of people. So quantify what we mean by small, but even if it is a small audience, there's multiple other reasons to do it, like content, creating good relationships, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm a big fan of going on podcasts. I think everybody should be going on at least 4 or 5 a month.